Hello all, welcome to NSA Math. So today we are going to learn the examples on electrical circuit. First example, a capacitor of 10 raised to minus 3 farads is in series with an EMF of 20 volts and an inductor of 0.4 henries. Also we have given the initial condition at t is equals to 0, that means when time is 0, value of Q is 0 and value of I, that is current, is also 0. The question is to find the natural frequency and period of the electrical oscillations, and also you have to find the maximum charge and current in the circuit. So for that, solution. So for the first part, find the natural frequency and period of the electrical oscillations. It doesn't require any differential equation, we can find it directly. So for that we have the formula. Value of omega square can be found by using the formula. Omega square is equals to 1 upon LC. We have given that value of L is 0.4 henries, value of C is 10 raised to minus 3 farads, and value of V, that is voltage, it is 20 volts. Therefore omega square is equals to 1 upon 0.4 into 10 raised to minus 3, that is 1000 upon 0.4. So after simplifying we will get 2500. This is value of omega square. Now this implies value of omega, it is 50. Taking square root of both sides, we will get value of omega as 50. Therefore formula to calculate frequency is F is equals to, that is frequency F is equals to omega upon 2 pi. So this is 50 upon 2 pi, or you can say 25 upon pi. And value of period is equals to 2 pi upon omega. So 2 pi upon value of omega is 50. So it is pi upon 25. That is period. So for period we can say pi upon 25 seconds, and for frequency 25 upon pi cycles. So this is a solution of first part, that is the find the natural frequency and period of the electric oscillations. Now for second part, to find the maximum charge and current in the circuit, we have to form a differential equation. So we have given that this is a circuit in series with these are the components. So there are two main components, that is inductance L and capacitance C, with voltage source, that is EMF V. So for that we can write a differential equation. Voltage drop across L plus voltage drop across C. What is voltage drop across L? Therefore by Kirchhoff's law, voltage drop across L, that is L into di by dt, plus voltage drop across C, that is Q upon C, is equals to EMF. So you can say it is E. Here value of E is equals to 20 volt. Now we can write I is equals to dq by dt. So we will get L into d square q by dt square. Here for q in question the notation is capital Q, and for current I the notation is capital I. So we are going to use the same notation. So L into d square q by dt square plus q upon c is equals to E. Divide both sides by this L. So you will get d square q by dt square plus q upon LC is equals to E upon L. So putting the values of L and C and E, so you will get d square q upon dt square plus Q upon ELC. What is the value of LC? So value of L is 0.4 and value of C is 10 raised to minus 3. So it is 1 upon LC. Actually it is 1 upon LC. And value of 1 upon LC is nothing but omega square. So it is 2500. So I can directly write 2500 Q is equals to E upon omega 1 upon LC is equals to omega square. Omega square is 2500 into Q is equals to E upon L. Value of E, that is voltage 20 upon L. Value of L is 0.4. So this is 200 upon 4 or 50. So we will get a differential equation d square q upon dt square plus 2500 q is equals to 50. We can put d by dt is equals to capital D. So we will get d square plus 2500, this is in bracket, into q is equals to 50. So which is a linear differential equation with constant coefficients. We can solve this linear differential equation. So first CF, other equation is d square plus 2500 is equals to 0. That means d square is equals to minus 2500. So d is equals to plus or minus under root of minus 2500. So it is plus minus 50i. Therefore CF is equals to C1 cos 50t plus C2 sin 50t. Here t is an independent variable. Then for pi is equals to 1 upon phi of d into f of t. So 1 upon phi of d is d square plus 2500 into f of t, that is right hand side, it is 50. So that 50 can be taken outside. So 1 upon d square plus 2500, and here 50 into 1 actually, so that 1 can be written as, this 50 can be written as 50 into 1. So 1 can be written as e raised to 0 t. So we can solve this by using shortcut method. The function is e raised to 0 t, function of exponential term. So replace d by 0. 50 into 1 upon value of d is 0. So 0 plus 2500. So it is 50 upon 2500. So simplify this. We will get 5 upon 250. That means 1 upon 50. So that is particular integral. Therefore general solution y is equals to CF. Not y here, q. Here dependent variable is q because our differential equation is d square plus 2500, q is equals to 50. So here dependent variable is q and independent variable is t. So the solution q is equals to CF plus pi. Value of CF is C1 cos of 50t plus C2 sin of 50t plus pi is 1 upon 50. That is value of q. Now we are going to use the initial conditions to find the values of C1 and C2. So in the question we have given that at time t is equals to 0, value of q is 0 and value of I is also 0. So one by one you can use the initial condition. So for t is equals to 0, q is also 0. So put in this equation, we will get 0 is equals to C1 cos of 50 into 0, that is 0, plus C2 sin of 0 plus 1 upon 50. So this is 0 is equals to C1 cos 0 is 1 plus C2 sin 0 is 0 plus 1 upon 50. So this implies value of C1 is minus 1 upon 50. We can put the value of C1 here. So we will get q, or we can differentiate this equation, equation number 1, with respect to t to get current I. So differentiate equation number 1 with respect to t. So we will get dq by dt, that is nothing but I, is equals to derivative of cos function is minus, so minus c1 sine of 50t into derivative of 50t is 50, so you will get minus 50 c1 sine 50t plus c2 derivative of sine function is cos of 50t into derivative of 50t is 50, and derivative of constant term 1 upon 50, it is 0. Now again, second initial condition we have given that for t is equals to 0, value of current I is also 0. So by using this condition, we will get left hand side as a 0. Then right hand side minus 50 c1 sine 0 plus 50 c2 cos of 0, since value of t is 0. So 0 is equals to sine 0 is 0, so first term becomes 0 plus 50 c2 cos 0 is 1. This implies 50 c2 is equals to 0. This implies value of c2 is also 0. So we will get the value of c1 and value of c2. So put the value of c1 and value of c2 in equation number 1 and equation number 2 to get the values of q and values of r. So put in equation 1 and 2, so we will get q is equals to, see, when you put here value of c1 in equation number 1, value of c1, it is minus 1 upon 50, so you will get minus 1 upon 50 cos 50t, value of c2 is 0, so plus 1 upon 50, so you will get minus 1 upon 50 cos 50t, value of c2 is 0, so plus 1 upon 50 as it is. So this is charge q in the circuit. Call it as equation number 3, and equation 2 becomes I is equals to, so c1 is minus 1 upon 50, so we will get minus 50 into minus 1 upon 50 sine 50t. Value of c2 is 0, so second term automatically becomes 0. So this is equals to only sine of 50t. Call it as equation number 4. Now in the question we have asked maximum charge and maximum current in the circuit. So see, to calculate maximum charge, the first sign is a negative sign, so we have to minimize this cos function, and we know that the minimum value of cos function is minus 1. So q max is equals to minus 1 upon 50 into minus 1 plus this 1 upon 50. So this is 1 upon 50 plus 1 upon 50, that is 2 upon 50. So we will get 0.04 farad. And maximum current I max is equals to, so you have to maximize this sine function. We know that maximum value of sine function is 1. So maximum current is 1 ampere. So this is final solution for this example. So remaining example we will see in the next video. Thank you.